it's not always easy to be in the newsfeed and even in our inboxes and on social media when all of these messages are coming out about Mother's Day and Father's Day. So today is all about coming together as a community and having a chance to honor our lived experience around motherhood, fatherhood, parenthood, and give each and every one of us a moment to just really check in with ourselves as we're heading into just season of maybe even feeling a little bombarded by messaging around celebrating Mother's Day, celebrating Father's Day, and what that means and what it should mean. And I just want to acknowledge that it makes sense to celebrate this. It's not we're not against this holiday, but I think that a lot of times the messaging, it has a lot of assumptions built in that it is purely a celebration, and it doesn't also bring up other emotions and tough memories and hard feelings and difficulty. And so I just wanted to acknowledge and create a space where both can be true, and that there is nuance in each of our lived experiences. And I personally know that when I see Mother's Day, I feel probably 7 different emotions. And so I thought as a way that we could drop in together in care and in community is to acknowledge how this holiday brings up feelings for each and every one of us. And I think this is also important to be aware of, not just because a lot of my community are identify as parents and caregivers, that while our kids are hearing about these holidays and we're trying to say, hey, look, there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, and we can tell these stories of, and I'll talk a bit more about this next week as we're kind of navigating how to be celebrated and how to invite celebration, that we may also in the background be processing some ambivalence, some mixed emotions. So let's just all take a moment to tune in with ourselves and say, what different emotions, positive, negative, everything in between, if there is such a thing as a positive and negative emotion, they just are. They are experiences. They're part of being human. What, if any, feelings might come up when you start to see these Mother's and Father's Day messages come through for you? I want us all to just take a moment, put our hand on our heart, hand on our belly, maybe put our feet on the ground, take a breath. Our bodies are really wonderful guides of our experience, and we can see like what comes up in our bodies as we come into contact with different experiences and different themes. We've got Alex here on Zoom. I'm glad you're here. If you're listening on YouTube or in the group, feel free to just take a moment and drop in with yourself. So where, if anywhere in your body, do you feel something change or shift when you ponder Mother's Day, ponder Father's Day? I feel like at the bottom of my heart, some heaviness. And I think that's around, for me, you can put this in the chat too, please do. I'll also demo it. It's like heaviness at the bottom of my heart area, tension in my throat as well. And you don't even have to name where this is coming from. This is just a chance for you to tune in with yourself and what you might need right now. This is an exercise we can do with our children at any time if we have kids in our lives and we're caregivers or parents. Where else do I feel it? Take another breath, tune into your own body. I feel like a thinness, I don't know how else to explain it, like a thinness around my, sort of like my upper body, of like tiredness. It's kind of like a tiredness or like a weariness, maybe weary. I'm like weariness. I also feel this warmth deep in my chest of like gratitude and bonding, like bonding and care. So I'm just putting this in the chat. Just give yourself a chance to do that too, if you haven't yet. If you're listening on the Raising Our Resilience page, I'll be putting it up in the chat after the broadcast. Just noticing, what is it that you're feeling? Take a few more breaths. Just tuning in. Okay, friends, that was about a 3 to 4 minute exercise. Now we're going to do a part 2. And everywhere where you've been tuning in, that feels like it might need some lifting or some release or some energy. I want you to imagine bringing in a new feeling into that place. This is something that Dr. Luce in our immersion program, one of our coaches and amazing child development expert, has us do, is like bring in a feeling into that space. Maybe it's lightness instead of heaviness. Maybe it's release instead of gripping and tension. And with each breath in, I want you to kind of fill yourself with that feeling. And as you breathe out, maybe release the feelings that were you found there that can be let go. Breathe again. And if a sound wants to come out, let it out. If movement wants to happen in your body, go ahead and do that too. I feel like doing a little shaking. Like maybe Coach Jennifer, our grief guide, teaches us to do. Shake out that feeling and let things move. Maybe you're all rolling shoulders or swaying, wiggling, shaking. These are all on the menu, okay? Maybe some rubbing. Tapping is nice too, can be comforting. Maybe some rolling and swirling of your joints. Maybe you gently stretch your neck. Ah, that feels good. Okay. And then maybe let out something with the sound. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and let out. And again. Last one, maybe the lion's breath, which we teach in our Finding Calm in the Chaos program. Breaths that kids love. Breathe in. Wiggle your paws. Stick out your tongue with a roar. Good. Nice. Good work, everybody. Now that we've resourced ourselves a bit with a little embodied exercise, just want you to notice what comes up. And like as if you were looking at a blue sky with some fluffy clouds in it, just notice what kind of clouds sort of drift up and into your view. You can close your eyes for this visualization. When you hear the word mother or motherhood, we'll focus on that this time. Who or what comes up for you? And we're just noticing. It's just an awareness exercise. Just notice. Allow your visual mind, the mind vision, to bring in whatever comes up for mother and motherhood. It can be one thing, one person, one color, one shape, or it could be many. And just notice, don't grasp, just allow it to play like a movie in your mind. And as this happens, we're going to roll through 2 ideas. One is around honoring. Another is around healing. So just notice if any people or experiences or things rise to the surface that really bring a connection or resonance to the word honoring. Honoring. You could be honoring yourself, honoring a surgery that you had, honoring a person, maybe an ancestor, maternally, Maybe it's honoring your body and exactly where it is with your fertility. And as you honor, I want you to take a position of whatever it means to you to bow. Make that posture. Maybe it's hands together with a little gentle nod. Maybe it's a deep bow from the waist where you really genuflect and you find yourself all the way down. In some cultures, they identify leaders by those who can bow the deepest. In reverence and honoring and respect, in gratitude and acknowledgement. What do you honor? Who do you honor? Let's breathe into that 3 times. Another breath. And another. Acknowledging, seeing, being with. Maybe even feeling some warmth, some love, some connection. For some of us, this is around connecting to those that we've lost. Maybe windows of time that we've lost, parts of our body that we've lost, and we've let go. We honor the gifts, the teachings, the lessons, the resources that we now have because these people, these experiences have been with us. Okay. Now, from this place of resource, this place of context and perspective, things that we can honor, the people that we can honor, those experiences we've had, I'm going to invite the possibility of healing into this space. As we've checked in, we felt, we've released, we've moved through, we've honored. Notice where in your body you feel the most resourced. I want you to pull from this power place in your body, this place that feels like there's flow, there's energy, there's vitality. Maybe you really fed this today with your breathing practice. And I want you to fill it up with even more goodness, energy, attention, delight, strength. With each breath, breathe in again. And you can imagine filling this place with so much goodness. You might even see or feel certain things like color or an image might come to mind. We're very powerful. That creativity. We're fertile with ideas. We're fertile with possibility. Breathe in again. And expand and deepen this place of resource. For me, it's right in under my belly button. It's kind of the center of everything when you study Tai Chi or Qigong, called the Hara in some cultures. When I studied hula, this was the place of our power, right below the belly button. Wherever it is for you, maybe it's right behind your eyes, maybe it's in your chest where your breath opens, your body, maybe it's in your feet, rooted to the floor. Just feel it. From this place, I'd like us to invite in the possibility of healing, that where we are most resourced is a place we can draw from and really wrap ourselves with the warmth, the comfort. Maybe give yourself some squeezes down your arms. But whatever comes to mind for you that's still painful. Pardon me, since I feel it in my throat. It's still painful around this word, mother, or this concept of motherhood or Mother's Day. I want you to give yourself that comfort. It feels good with light touch. Sometimes it's better and slow. Sometimes it's better quick and brushing. Other times it feels really good to put in deep pressure. I'm here, I'm in my body, I'm safe, I'm whole, I'm one, I'm complete. Many of us have had trauma, even with our birthing experiences, with our nursing experiences. Maybe there's a part of your body that you need to just tell that it's part of you, it's whole, it's okay, it's safe. Maybe your womb, maybe other parts in your hips and lower in your body, right? It's okay to touch that place and give it pressure, give it love, give it comfort, give it sweetness, feel it. You're one, you're whole. For some of us who have not birthed children or carried children, perhaps it's about wanting to feel complete even without having carried a child. You can feel into where that feels good to just give yourself some loving touch and some loving tenderness and care and breath. Keep breathing. For some of us, it's about loss of child that would be, loss of partner or opportunity to have child. Maybe it's about someone who played a role of mother in our lives that we are now grieving and have an opportunity right now to have another wave of healing and comfort. Let memories come and breathe through them. And if there's anyone you would like to honor or any part of yourself you would like to honor, and with that healing energy, take a moment and let's invoke and bring this person, this place, this part of our body into the community circle. This is for all of us to sort of meditate on and give energy to. I'd like to put grandmothers, and little, I'm going to say little eggs that would be babies with the blessing of life. That's mine. Please put it into the comments or the chat so others can see it and be with it as well. And on Zoom, Alex, I just noticed my first comment didn't come through, so I'll make sure to add that in as well. There we go. What is yours? Who or what would you like? I would even put my grandmother Mary, grandmother Sabina, and also some love to my mother, Lori, as she's navigating some difficulty right now. And then myself and Vanessa's motherhood experience. Please do put something into the chat or the comments that will help us to see you, to be with you, to be able to support you in this time of loss and grieving and or celebration and reclaiming and feeling of wholeness. I'm with you, we're with you. If you're watching the recording or the replay, this can be just as powerful. It's okay if you're not with us live. Feel free to play this as many times as you'd like. And with that, I would like you to know that I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I believe in you, and life is with you. Love is with you. And whatever may come your way in this experience of being a person on the planet and this experience of upcoming Mother's Day, no matter how troubled or nuanced or mixed your emotions are, just know that there are others who are experiencing it with you and you don't have to do it alone. Thank you for sharing the space with me today. So much gratitude to everybody who's watching. Hi, Matt. Hi, others who are in the Facebook group attending. Say hello, say replay in the comments so we know that you were able to be here, and anything that you'd like to share into the circle, whether it's something you'd like some attention on for healing and or celebration and honoring, or just any comments of things that arose for you in this experience. We always love to hear from folks. All right, with that, lots of love to you. And know that, we're here if you want to drop in for anything around this Mother's Day holiday that's coming up. Feel free to tag me in the comments. Hala, so good to see you here on Facebook in the Raising Our Resilience Parent Group. Lots of love to each and every one of you. We'll be back next week for another Monday Mindset Moment at noon. And I will also be dropping in because I think it's good to have all things covered. Some of our top tips videos that had the most watches of the last year, I think because the topics were so useful and or they were maybe passed on from friends to friends. I think you'll find them really valuable. Interview with grief guide Jennifer Cormier, relationship coach Robin Smith, and then 4 other videos that folks seem to get a lot out of this year. I'll be putting those into the comments in the Facebook group and also on the Raising Resilience page. Kala, we hold beautiful, good energy and birthing coming up for you. Congratulations. Your family's going to be growing and you'll get to hold your little boy in September. That's so exciting. Congratulations. Alex, you're welcome for another Monday Mindset at noon. Yes. Glad you're here for this. Yeah. And let us know if there's anybody or any way that we can support you in this time. And we're so glad to have each and every one of you in our community. All right. Goodbye for now. See you next time.